Welcome to Trading Photos. I am Eva Xavier, the goddess of self-love, La Morena de Fuego. Today we have an exciting show for you guys. I have my homegirl, Pretty Eyes from the Caribbean Buzz here. And we have a rising star fashion designer, Cinda. So let's get to know them. Pretty Eyes, honey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me on the show. Well, my name is Mitzi Moore, and my model name is Pretty Eyes. And I do host a show as well. It's called The Caribbean Buzz. It's an online TV show, and it's www.buildyourbuzz, which is buzz.com, and it shows every Thursday at 7 p.m. online. It's a pleasure to be here on this show with Eva and our guests.
Yes. Wait. I gotta say her name because every time I say her name, it's like Cinda. It's like I don't know. It's just something to it, you know. Cinda. You have to say it with the expression, you know. Do people call you like that? Like you're walking in the street and they're like Cinda, you know, or they just call you like Cinda girl, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes they call me. They say, "Hi, Cinda," you know, or they're like, sometimes they'll say, "Hi, Cin." I'm like, don't call me that. I might do something bad.
or let's say slaying fashion would be a sin, right? Safe to say, right?
Okay.
Good fashion, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good sin to do. Okay, so you're a rising star, right? Because you just shot a pilot for CBS. How exciting is that? So tell us about it.
Okay, that sounds good. I did a pilot show. It's called Cinda Yordan's Fashion Suite. What it is it's a reality show about me as a fashion designer, and what we did, it was just mostly like
Following you behind the scene of what you go through as
behind the scene shots, right? Exactly. And then we did a little workout because that's like one of the things that I love to do. I like to work out. So with one of my models, actually,
Nice.
We work out together a lot. So we did one of those scenes in my clothes.
Oh, so you have workout clothes
So
as
I
well.
do, yes. I have a full line of clothing actually.
Wow.
Yeah, we have swimwear, evening wear, loungewear, and I do some men's loungewear also, and I do some accessories, and then everyday wear.
Wow. I wanna get to know like the backhand story, you know, like what makes you wanna do this. Because I know some people, I've watched them growing up as a little girl, they're like drawing these sketches, and you know, since they're little they were doing that, and now they're older, you know, to see their line coming to fruition, it's so amazing. I don't know for you if this is something, let's say you were 5 years old and you were scribbling little dresses and have this dream, okay, when I get older I'm gonna be on CBS, I'm gonna be on E-News, and I'm gonna be this amazing designer. Or is it something like you grew older, maybe you were in a different career and you decided, you know what, I have a fashion sense and I'm good at this, maybe I'll just do that. So which one is it for you?
Okay, my story is this. When I was younger, I was a handball player, and I'm an A player. I actually retired handball as an A player because I don't have time to do it anymore. But when I got older, actually in 1999 was when I started designing clothing. And I actually started designing loungewear. That was my first. And then I moved on to swimwear. As far as sketches, the only time that I sketch anything is when I do, like if I'm sleeping and a design comes into my head and I'm like, that's it.
Wow.
I get up out of my bed, I pull out my paper and my pen, and I start sketching away. I'm not really that good at sketching, but it's a sketch for me to move forward in the morning when I wake up, or I'll just sketch it and then I'll go straight to the table because I can't sleep after that.
Wow, it's like the universe just download the inspiration. You're like, got it.
Yep.
That is so exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting, actually. I love what I do. I actually do this full time now. I used to work as a legal secretary, actually, so
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I said to myself, I can't do that no more because there's no It's not that I don't love doing it, because I did it for a very long time, but it wasn't my dream. So I said, I have to stop and focus on what it is that I really want in my life. And so I did, and now here I am.
Here you are.
It's
So
amazing.
okay, knowing that you do this full time, what is it that you love the most, and what is it that's like a little like, that's the part that I don't really like?
Well, the part that I like the most is after I created the line, I do the runway shows. And everyone, gets to see what my line looks like, and then I start getting all the calls and, the orders. That to me that's everything for me right there. The other part is, the actually, you know what? This is interesting because I just love it all. I do. From the time that I go to the fabric store, on the way to the fabric store, I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, I know what I want.
Wow.
I just hope I can find that, and I want to do it like that. And then I'm writing all this stuff down. There is no tedious part to this.
Wow.
Even when I get to the fabric shop, I'm like excited. My eyes are like this. I'm like, oh God.
You know what's so funny? As you're talking about it, I'm just seeing your inner child just glow.
Yeah.
It's like it's coming from your soul. Like I can see it, and that's a great place to come from. Because people can see that. People can see when something, you're just doing it because it's what's hot, it's what, versus like this is your soul and you're just glowing just talking about it. That's really exciting. What do you want to know
Cinda.
from her? I know, it's Cinda.
Fashion designer. Let me know a little bit about your background, like where you were raised and, up to obviously being a fashion designer. Because maybe I would say not everybody chose to be a fashion designer. Maybe you had something else in mind that you wanted to do. Let our audience know.
Well, all I ever really wanted to do was play handball. No, just kidding.
I like handball too,
It was just too much fun. No, but seriously.
Your background.
My background, I'm actually born here in New York. I was born in the Bronx. Down Bronx. And then when I graduated from elementary school, my family, we all moved out to Queens, and I lived there until I graduated from high school, and then I moved out to Los Angeles, California. And so I lived in Hollywood for 13 years.
Wow.
I actually did some designing while I was out there. I used to design.
Any name dropping?
Oh, yes.
That's good.
Tell us. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I used to do design clothes for Blue Magic, some of the team for Blue Magic, which is a music group, for Red Fox, on the Red Fox show, and what is his name? Not Stevie Wonder, the other guy, the other blind guy. I forgot his name.
I don't know.
But anyway,
I can't think of.
I used to design for him, and then I came out with these hats that flip like this, and then you can flip it like that, and have this bandita look, or it's and then we used to do like runway with that. And then I used to actually was modeling back then too, so I used to actually model in some fashion shows back when I was in Los Angeles. So for me, I spent a lot of time modeling, and also behind the scenes on the TV set with the actors and actresses, and doing the wardrobe. So I did some wardrobe, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And then when I moved back here, that's when I really started to do more, like, what I do now.
Yeah.
So 99 was really when I really started,
Being
focusing on it, a lot more. So that's when my clothing line really started, back in 1999.
That's awesome. I have a really weird question. It's a
Wasn't it?
So I wanted to know also, like I asked you about your background as far as like fashion. Did you have a name, like a fashion line?
Oh, okay. I have a company name, and it's called Cinda Yordan Co.
Okay.
What is it? Layer?
Cinda Yordan Co.
Lay?
Yeah.
Cinda Yordan.
Layer Dan
Yes.
Co.
Co is company.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Well, Yordan. I'm Cinda Yordan.
Oh.
So and so I named the company Cinda Yordan Co. Like, okay, I just recently did a fashion line called Kiss Me. The reason why I called it that is because I chose this particular fabric that had lips all over it. So I figured I'd, call the line that. It's really, really cute. It's hot, actually.
Are we going to get to see some samples
I
of
just
it?
did. Actually, you'll get to see one piece today.
Ooh, that's exciting. We got to see something. Oh, that's true, because you do have some swimwear that we're going to show on the show today.
Right,
So, yeah.
Some everyday wear.
Everyday wear.
To see, yes.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to get to that in 1 second, but I have this weird question in my mind, just because I'm really asking for myself, because I'm a massage therapist, and when I go get a massage, sometimes I find myself kind of judging the massage therapist, because I'm a massage therapist. So I'm like, oh, that's not how you do the move. That's not how you do. Like, I want to know, like, as a designer, do you find yourself, like, if you see somebody and they're not wearing the right outfit, like, do you have that kind of syndrome, like, because that's your field, then you're like, when you see people, you're like, okay, that doesn't go with that doesn't go with that, or can you detach yourself from the designer, when you're in regular life, or does it all come with you?
Now, what do you mean? I mean, like, you're asking me, like, not during my show, like.
No, like when you're like out in the street, because sometimes when something is your profession and then you're
Critiquing.
you see what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're a hairstylist, you see somebody with hair hanging somewhere, you're like, girl, it's the same thing. So you do that too. So okay, so I'm not crazy. It's not just me.
No,
Yeah.
because, like, when I'm in the store,
I just needed the confirmation.
Exactly.
Okay, so you do that.
Because when I'm in a clothing store, and someone will try something on, and I'm standing there in the
And you
mirror
just go up to them.
No, I'm like, if I'm standing in the mirror too and I'm looking at something, I'll say to the person, "That's hot." Or I'll tell them, I'll be like, you know what? That doesn't like really fit you that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll tell them.
That's
I will,
good.
and I'll just do it freely,
Yeah.
because, I think they really need to know, because I know that when you go to the
See, they really need to know. That's what I'm talking about. That's the designer syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the salespeople, they'll tell you anything looks good on you just for the
Right.
sale.
Well, the ones that
tell me,
just
like,
care
you
about
know
the
what?
sales. Some
That
would
doesn't
actually
work,
look out for you, but yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah.
happen that often.
Yeah.
Trust me, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You have to. Well, when I go to the store and I try something on, I say to myself, you know what? This doesn't look too good. I'm not going to buy that. And then I'll try something else on, and I'll be like, ooh, this is it. But you
Yeah.
have to feel it for yourself. Because you're the one that's going to go out and wear that. And then I know when I leave the house, I'm like, if I don't feel a certain way about myself, I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to find that thing that's going to
Yeah.
make me look and feel pretty, or whatever, that feeling that I want to have,
Yeah, because design fashion complements your life story in a way, like you wear how you feel, and it does definitely have a big say-so, in your personality, how you represent yourself. Because when somebody see you, that's the first visual that they see, Cool. So how about let's get to see some of your pieces now, right? Okay, guys, so stay tuned. We're going to bring out the models.